At the dawn of the establishment of the Ottoman Empire in Southeast Europe, the geopolitical landscape was marked by scattered kingdoms of small principalities. The Ottomans erected their garrisons throughout southern Albania by 1415 and occupied most of Albania by 1431. However, in 1443 a great and long-standing revolt broke out under the lead of the Albanian national hero Skanderbeg, which lasted until 1479, many times defeating major Ottoman armies led by the sultans Murad II and Mehmed II. Skanderbeg united initially the Albanian princes, and later on established a centralized authority over most of the non-conquered territories, becoming the ruling Lord of Albania. He also tried relentlessly but rather unsuccessfully to create a European coalition against the Ottomans. He thwarted every attempt by the Turks to regain Albania, which they envisioned as a springboard for the invasion of Italy and Western Europe. His unequal fight against the mightiest power of the time won the esteem of Europe as well as some support in the form of money and military aid from Naples, the Papacy, Venice, and Ragusa. With the arrival of the Turks, Islam was introduced in Albania as a third religion. This conversion caused a massive emigration of Albanians to the Christian European countries. Along with the Bosniaks, Muslim Albanians occupied an outstanding position in the Ottoman Empire, and were the main pillars of Ottoman ports policy in the Balkans. Kopralug Mehmed Pasha was the most effective and influential Ottoman Grand Vizier of Albanian origin. Enjoying this privileged position in the empire, Muslim Albanians held various high administrative positions, with over 24 Grand Viziers of Albanian origin, such as Gen. Kopralug Mehmed Pasha, who commanded the Ottoman forces during the Ottoman-Persian Wars, Gen. Kopralug Fazıl Ahmed, who led the Ottoman armies during the Austro-Turkish War, 1663–1664, and, later, Muhammad Ali Pasha of Egypt. In the 15th century, when the Ottomans were gaining a firm foothold in the region, Albanian towns were organized into 4 principal sanjaks. The government fostered trade by settling a sizable Jewish colony of refugees fleeing persecution in Spain, at the end of the 15th century. Vlorë saw passing through its ports imported merchandise from Europe such as velvets, cotton goods, mohairs, carpets, spices and leather from Bursa and Constantinople. Some citizens of Vlorë even had business associates in Europe. Albanians could also be found throughout the empire in Iraq, Egypt, Algeria, and across the Maghreb, as vital military and administrative retainers. This was partly due to the Devshirme system. The process of Islamization was an incremental one, commencing from the arrival of the Ottomans in the 14th century. To this day, a minority of Albanians are Catholic or Orthodox Christians, though the vast majority became Muslim. Timar holders, the bedrock of early Ottoman control in Southeast Europe, were not necessarily converts to Islam, and occasionally rebelled. The most famous of these rebels is Skanderbeg. His figure would rise up later on, in the 19th century, as a central component of the Albanian national identity. The most significant impact on the Albanians was the gradual Islamization process of a large majority of the population, although it became widespread only in the 17th century. Mainly Catholics converted in the 17th century, while the Orthodox Albanians followed suit mainly in the following century. Initially confined to the main city centers of Elbasan and Shkodër, by this period the countryside was also embracing the new religion. The motives for conversion according to some scholars were diverse, depending on the context. The lack of source material does not help when investigating such issues. Albania remained under Ottoman control as part of the Rumeliya province until 1912, when independent Albania was declared.